It's the 4-2-3-2-4 full moon in Scorpio, and it's a big one. It's the most intense one this whole year. As if Mercury retrograde was not enough for you. As if the solar eclipse was not enough for you. We're gonna kind of finish this month off with a big full moon, and it's a big one. There's three main things, according to numerology and astrology, that we got to look out for to be able to best protect our energies and at the same time know how to navigate it so we don't go in a downward spiral. Instead, know how to go for our spiritual upgrades during this period. We have a 5-day window, and the window starts from today. We're going to dive deep into it, but before we get into it, show reel. Hit it. Namaste everyone, Namo Himalaya. This is Sri Akarshana here. And in this video, I'm going to break down for you 3 things that we got to pay close attention to when it comes to this particular pink moon. It's the full moon in Scorpio. And the first thing we got to pay close attention to is that it is the most intense moon this whole year. Why is that so? Because of not just astrology, but also numerology. We have the 4-2-3-2-4 with the 4s in there, which actually work with also Pluto that is in the picture. We're going to get into that in a moment. And with all of these energies, everything is amplified. Now, when it's amplified, what have we got? Well, first of all, we got to remember when it comes to full moon time, our energies are amplified. And that energy in motion is our emotions are amplified. But it's not just you. Because even if you can be all peaceful and all in meditation and doing your practices, we got to understand that everybody else's emotions are amplified during that time. And when collectively that happens, it creates a bit of emotional disturbance. So we then got to look out for how they may affect us. My big first recommendation for everybody during this full moon is to try stay indoors. Try have some you time, some me time. Find some time to be by yourself. Why? Because if you are in a lot of very busy environments and there's people's emotions all over the place, we always say, when emotions is high, intelligence is low. And you don't want to be in a space where everybody's intelligence is low, because it will create a lot of triggers. It will create a lot of disturbances. It will create a lot of arguments and conflicts. So if you do notice any of these things that pop up, make sure to walk away, stay away. Remember, whenever you get a choice to be right or to be kind, always choose to be kind. Don't fight, because what you fight always fights back. And it's not you who wants to fight, it's always the ego, which plays a huge part in this month's full moon. The second thing we got to pay close attention to, and I hope you guys are taking notes on this because we've got quite a lot to cover here, is the full moon in Scorpio is not just in Scorpio, because we also have it opposing the sun in Taurus, and, okay, this is the big one. The sun and moon is squaring with Pluto and Aquarius. Now, you guys are probably thinking, so what does that all mean? Well, first of all, what is the planet Pluto in charge of, right? It's the death energy. Now, death doesn't mean everybody's going to die, so nobody think, oh, this is really bad, everyone's going to die. No. Death is referring to the death of things, destruction, maybe even ego death. So there's going to be a lot of things that is going to be there, planned out, and it's carefully orchestrated, by the way, by the universe to disturb peace. Now again, I don't want you guys to see that and say, dun dun dun, oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world. No, it's not that. We always understand that everything happens in cycles. And the cycles always have creation, preservation, and destruction. So what does this mean? It means that the destruction energies are very prominent during this particular 5-day window. And by the way, it's going to be fully blown on the 23rd. So it's going to be wide open. That's when you are most prone to all of this happening, but it's not happening to you. Remember that, right? We got to stay empowered, stay strong. Nothing happens to you. Everything happens for you and through you. Please write that down. Even at times when it doesn't seem like it. Right? Sometimes we are not conscious. Why is this happening to me? We say, but universe is looking after you. Maybe sometimes in strange ways, but sometimes it needs to give you a little slap on the hand to wake you up. So, if you do find disturbances to your peace, if you do find destruction that's happening during this time, what you got to do? My biggest recommendation for everybody to practice during that time is silent sittings, witnessing, observer. Allow yourself to become the observer. Watch everything unfold in your life as if you're watching a movie. Take yourself into the third person perspective instead of being person number one and playing the victim. When you take yourself outside and you take that bird's eye view, you align yourself with Creator, with the universe, so you can see the bigger picture of what is actually happening and why is it happening. Because during that time, it's highly likely that a lot of your deep truths will start coming out. This is a big one, by the way. So when those big truths start coming out that you have not been able to face for all this time, or maybe there's been some conversations you've been wanting to have with people, but you've been shying away from because you haven't found the courage to own up to your truths yet. This particular full moon will bring out all the truths. And my biggest recommendation to all of you guys is find the courage, face your fears, and have the conversations with the people around you that you've been shying away from. Because if you do not do that, this lunation will bring out the truths in a chaotic way, and it will come back to you. So instead of it finding you, right, better for you to go and approach it, because then you can approach it in a more orderly manner. So that will help calm the chaos a little bit, right? So have courage, speak your truth. Live to your authentic self is a big, big thing that I'm feeling for this full moon too. Now, what does this mean? Well, there's probably things you've wanted for a long time, but you've not been going for it, right? There's probably a relationship that's not been working out for you for a long time, but you've not been facing that truth and fact. There may be a career or a job you're wanting to walk out for a long time. And because you are not aligned with what your soul is calling you towards, and if you do not take that courage and initiative to take that action in this portal, in this window, then the universe will remove it for you. But when the universe does it, it becomes chaotic because it's surprise. It's unexpected. So there'll be a lot more emotions. It'll be like a big emotional roller coaster that you probably won't enjoy. So it's better, and it'll be much calmer and much more orderly if you take the action instead. Finally, moving on to the third point is it's the full moon in Scorpio. So what is Scorpio? Scorpio is the adventurous spirit. Scorpio wants to have fun. Scorpio wants to get out there, enjoy themselves. So what do we need to pay close attention to during this Scorpio full moon? The final thing is go out there. Live your true authentic self. Go and do the things that you've always wanted to do, but you've been putting it away. Right? Go travel, go explore. This is actually going to give you and stimulate that feeling that you want to try something new. You want to do something that you wanted to do for a long time, but you've been putting it away. Now is the time to go and adventure. Because for those who align with their authentic self, go out there, explore, go to new places, meet new friends, right? What will that allow you to do? That will allow you to align with your more congruent soul self, your calling, and the universe will start responding with big rewards and big manifestations and big miracles in your life. But there's a side note here. Remember what we said earlier. You don't want to be in too busy environments. You don't want to be where there's loads of people around. So while you are going out to explore, find places where it's more peaceful. Find the places where there's less people, right? Meeting the 1 or 2 people is fine. So find peace while exploring. Wherever that peace is, wherever that sanctuary is, wherever that blissfulness is, whatever you're feeling called towards, go and adventure out there. And you'll find miracles will start manifesting through this beautiful, beautiful full moon portal. Some of you will be a little bit confused. Why is it beautiful? I thought it was all chaos and a lot of emotions, right? Life is exactly what you make it out to be. If you feel it's all chaos, it's all destruction, it's horrible, then life will manifest that way. But if you understand, everything is just as it should be. It's not good, it's not bad, it just is. These cycles are for you. Universe is working with you. Universe is there for you. And if you allow your belief system to acknowledge this and be grateful for everything that you have and appreciate everything that you have and also appreciate how far you've come, what you appreciate will continue to appreciate. You'll see your life and the value that the universe adds to it will increase. Those are the 3 things you got to pay close attention to during this full moon portal. If you enjoyed this video, you got anything out of it whatsoever, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also comment below, let us know if you can relate to anything that's said already while the full moon portal has already opened up. And also let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making weekly videos. So hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.